In many cases, they're the prominent feature in a city, a source of pride, and the center of commerce.
But many county courthouses in the state of Indiana are in need of major renovations and repairs. We highlight one group's efforts to keep these important pieces of Hoosier history in good shape for generations to come.
Well, the first floor shows the neoclassical aspect of the whole structure, which is unusual for Owen County.
She's an 80-plus-year-old fireball.
So the dental molding is carried out everywhere, and that's one aspect. And the columns with the tops on them are all neoclassical aspects. So I think that's the strength of this area.
And this is Patsy Powell's passion.
The tile floor is sort of a Greek motif design around the edges. And the baseboards are marble. And this is where the courtroom is. Well, in houses we call it dumbwaiter, but it's where they used to send messages up and down from people who need to get in touch with somebody if they're having a trial here.
Years ago, Patsy made it her mission to get the Owen County Courthouse in Spencer on the National Register of Historic Places.
I used to go up on the dome all the time, and then they said, yeah, you can't go up there anymore. But I like it.
Then she drummed up support in the late 1990s to replace the dome.
This is the original look of the dome, but it had been painted with gold, ugly paint, and our group had it restored by doing a fund drive. We found out these windows were here. They were not showing previously, so these windows are very striking when there's a light inside the dome.
And it's people like her that help make the preservation efforts of local county courthouses possible.
I really commend the county officials and the residents of Owen County in pushing for needed repairs. When the courthouse dome was threatened and there was consideration of just removing it, it was the county residents, the taxpayers of the county, that basically said, no, it's an important feature, it's a symbol of the county, we can't let that be removed. And so they really pushed sort of that political pressure to encourage the county officials to do the right thing. And so we still see that wonderful copper-clad dome on this courthouse.
Preservationists say that's why we need to care about these buildings and their future, not only because of their history, but also because of their place in the community.
Courthouses give the community a focal point, and as originally built, a focal point for the community's aspirations. It wasn't an accident that the three tallest buildings in town were usually the church, the grain silo, and the courthouse.
Chief Justice Randall T. Shepard of the Indiana Supreme Court is a champion of the efforts to save and refurbish county courthouses, and serves on the executive committee of the Historic Landmarks Foundation of Indiana.
What we want to achieve is to try to provide from time to time actual hands-on consulting by architects, engineers, and others, historians who know a lot about 100-year-old buildings and what's the best way to take care of them and continue to use them in the most cost-effective manner.
There were a lot of changes made to courthouses during the 1960s and 70s. Some of those are already dated. And they didn't do much for the historic character of these wonderful historic courthouses. So we hope to be able to assist in guiding appropriate rehab of courthouses.
The Owen County Courthouse is just an example of the constant and continuing needs of these historic buildings, from lighting to windows to dealing with handicapped accessibility. But they're a part of our own Hoosier history, a part that many want to preserve intact for future generations. And there will be a 100th birthday celebration for the Owen County Courthouse Saturday, May the 1st.
Along with the cornerstone dedication, there will be a centennial ball in the courthouse with people dressed in period costume.
Sounds like a lot of fun.